I'm Payton Worley, and I'm talking with fellow SciGirl Janessa Sullivan, who is now a medical student. How did you get interested in medicine?
Yeah, so I was always kind of interested in the idea of medicine. I really liked shows like Grey's Anatomy and things like that on TV. And then, actually, in SciGirls, one of the things we got to do was go to the local animal shelter and watch like veterinary medicine procedures. And for me, seeing kind of the hands-on aspect of medicine was really interesting. And then from there, I just kind of took more science classes through high school, got more experience and shadowed, and realized this is definitely something that I wanted to do.
What was your favorite SciGirls experience during your time in SciGirls?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I think one of my favorites was going to the FSU Gulf Marine Lab, and we got to go out on the boat and just learn more about like marine science and things like that. And I remember we had these special like underwater waterproof paper that we got to use, and I thought that was just the coolest thing.
How did camp make you think about science as a career?
Camp definitely made me realize that science was a more attainable career than I had thought. Being around so many women in science from so many different science professions, I think had a big impact on me, and made me realize, that if they can do it, I can do it too, kind of thing.
What's been your most challenging thing you've done pursuing a career now?
I think there's different challenges at different times. For me, transitioning from high school to college, I went to Wellesley College, was a little bit of a transition, being so far from home, and it was just a very different atmosphere from my high school experience. So that was a little bit of a transition for me. And then, you have to take certain standardized tests and things to get into medical school, and that's always a bit of a challenge. So, there's bumps along the way, but I feel like I've kind of made it through.
What advice do you have for girls now who are pursuing STEM careers or are wanting to pursue STEM careers?
I would say, stick to it. It can be easy to get discouraged sometimes, if you're don't get the best grade that you wanted or your classes are all boys or things like that. But, to really stick through it and try to find somebody that, you could use as a mentor or even just like an older high school or college student that you can ask questions to because, it seems hard in the moment, but knowing that there's other people that have been through it and made it through, I think can be really helpful.
Yeah, SciGirls does a really good job putting all girls together and having more people like you around to help pursue your.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, one of the great things about SciGirls is not just, the mentors that you meet, but even, the other girls in your cohort or the girls in the cohort above you. There's a lot of people around to use as inspiration.
Did you stay friends with your girls in the SciGirls group?
Yeah, so this was around the time that Facebook started to become cool. So a lot of us friended each other on Facebook, and have kept up through that. But a lot of the girls in my cohort, we're much older now. So most of us have moved away and kind of shifted into other things. But I've tried to keep up with at least some of the girls in my classes through social media and things like that.
Yeah, it's always nice to make new friends who are pursuing the same thing in STEM.
Yeah, exactly.
What was it like knowing other girls who were also interested in STEM?
Knowing other girls interested in STEM was very motivational for me. And actually, I went to a women's college for undergrad, partly for that same reason. Like, I knew that I wanted to go into medicine and pursue a career in STEM. So, going to a women's college and really having that emphasis on women going into STEM was something that I sought out and like I really appreciate. And I think it's really important to, if you feel like you benefit from that kind of an atmosphere, to surround yourself with that for sure.
What type of medicine are you going to be pursuing after medical school?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite decided. Right now, this summer, I'm actually working on a project for a reconstructive plastic surgeon. So I'm interested in that now. But they say that, you never, what you say you want to go into when you start medical school is usually never what you actually go into by the time you're a full fledged doctor. So we'll see. But right now, I'm interested in surgery.
Do you have any other interests other than surgery right now?
In medicine, I'm also interested in dermatology. I worked in that. I took a year off between graduating college and starting medical school, and I worked in dermatology during that time. So that's something that I've also been interested in. And I think, growing up in Florida and being in the sun has definitely also kind of shifted my interest towards that. But those are my two main medical interests. But other than that, I'm constantly discovering new fields of medicine that I'd never heard of and learning, meeting new doctors and learning new things. So it's hard to say what I'll end up doing for sure.
If you want to have joined SciGirls, do you think that you would still be pursuing the career you have now?
It's hard to say. I definitely think it's a possibility, but I don't know that I would have kind of decided so early on. And because, I did SciGirls, I did the IB program in high school and kind of catered that more towards the science track. So I took a lot of chemistry and biology and things like that in high school to kind of prepare myself better going into college and things like that. So I think if I hadn't done SciGirls, I probably wouldn't have done that. I'd like to think that, I would have still found a passion for medicine, but I think that SciGirls definitely helps a lot and helps me get a little bit of a head start, if you will.
Thank you, Janessa, for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.